AI is changing the job search, and more professionals than ever are using tools like ChatGPT to write their resumes. But here's the problem: we're seeing talented executives and highly qualified professionals unknowingly sabotage their job search by relying too heavily on AI. In today's video, we're sharing the biggest AI resume mistakes that can cost you interviews, and more importantly, how to use AI the right way to land more opportunities. By the end of this video, you'll learn the biggest AI resume mistakes that recruiters can spot immediately, why AI generated resumes often fail to get interviews, even when you're qualified, the smart way to use AI so your resume stands out instead of blending in. If you're using AI to help with your resume or thinking about it, this video could save your job search. If you don't know me, I'm Portia of Fly High Coaching, where we've helped thousands of executives and professionals soar to their full potential in their careers. The first mistake is letting AI write your entire resume for you. AI is a powerful assistant, but it's a terrible replacement for your personal career story. AI does not know your unique value. So it doesn't know your accomplishments, your leadership style, or your career journey. Generic inputs produce generic resumes. And I'll be honest, if you have experience of, I would say, 7 or more years in your career, definitely if you have decades of experience, if you're in any type of management or leadership role, the generic wording and summarizing that AI does is not enough for your resume. Employers want to know what makes you different. AI, it creates cookie cutter content. So recruiters, they're seeing the same AI generated phrases over and over and over again. Results driven professional, dynamic leader, strategic thinker. This generic language, it makes all the candidates blend in. If you want more help with your resume and structuring your job search the smart way, download our free Smart Job Seekers Guide linked below. AI often hallucinates or exaggerates. AI will just add in skills that you don't have and that you've never mentioned. It will overstate your responsibilities of things that you did in the past. And sometimes it creates these accomplishments that are completely out of thin air that can't be defended during interviews. With too much AI with your resume, it becomes forgettable. Employers, they don't hire templates. They hire people who solve problems and create results. And that is what needs to come through. And unfortunately, AI often reduces or minimizes your true value. AI should assist you, not replace you or a professional resume writer. AI is used for brainstorming, editing, formatting ideas, and even improving the wording or tweaking it a little bit. But your experience and accomplishments should come from you. The second mistake that we see so much is that people are forgetting that recruiters and ATS systems need specific information. Many professionals believe that AI just automatically creates an applicant tracking system or ATS-friendly resume. And that's simply not true for a few reasons. AI does not know the exact job requirements. So every position has different keywords, and generic resumes just miss critical terminology. I like to say the right keywords in the right frequency on your resume is important. AI often uses buzzwords that it just finds on the internet instead of evidence. So instead of led strategic initiatives, employers want to hear that you led a cross-functional transformation initiative that reduced costs by $2.5 million annually. Can you tell the difference? That's because metrics matters, and AI frequently omits the metrics that are important. So the revenue that was generated by you or as a result of something you and your team did, cost savings, team size, growth percentages of maybe a client base, a customer base, a team, productivity improvements, right? You want to have metrics and numbers, percentages for those types of things, because those numbers create credibility in the mind of someone who doesn't know you. Also, AI can overstuff keywords. So it can provide too many keywords and then sound unnatural. So I've seen people say, oh, I took a resume and then I went to AI and then I used this job description that they didn't use in the right way. And AI just created this kind of word salad that hurt readability of their resume. It doesn't flow. It doesn't sound natural or normal. And that makes recruiters suspicious. I think that recruiters and just everyone knows that people use AI, but you don't want your resume to scream AI. Your resume must speak to multiple audiences. I generally say that there's at least 3 audiences that you should keep in mind. So first is the ATS, the applicant tracking system, that is going to screen your resume first to decide if it even goes to a human being. If you're applying in a mid-sized company or definitely a larger company, the first human being that might see it is a recruiter. Sometimes it's a more junior level recruiter or even someone in HR that doesn't know all of the specifics around the role that you are applying for. They don't really get what you do. They're just trying to see if you meet the requirements. They're checking checkboxes. And then finally, third is the human decision maker who has the authority to hire you. And this is the person who has all of the technical knowledge and expertise. So those are 3 very different audiences. And AI has trouble speaking to all 3 of them. A lot of humans have trouble. That's why we have professional resume writers. Mistake number 3 is sending an AI resume without personalizing it. You'd be surprised, but one of the biggest, I'd say, career killing mistakes is treating your resume like it's this one-size-fits-all document. Every job requires some customization. How much customization depends on how your resume was created. So when we write resumes for our clients, based on the jobs that they're targeting, we write them in a way to where they don't have to do a lot of customization if the roles are what I call functionally different, functionally the same. If the roles are what I call functionally the same, meaning that they're similar. When it comes to customization, different companies have different priorities and different industries speak different languages. So that is where you want to get specific. Executive resumes, in particular, must tell your leadership story. So hiring managers want to know even more. They want to know how you lead, how you influence people, and influence people who you might not even have direct authority over, how you solve business problems, how you deliver results, those sorts of things. Your resume should reflect your personal brand. To do that, you can ask yourself some questions. What am I known for? What problems do I solve? Why should someone hire me? Now, once you get through the software technology screening, the ATS, you've got to think about that human reviewer. And that is perhaps the most important. It's non-negotiable. You never hit submit on an application without reviewing the accuracy of your resume, the tone of your resume, the accomplishments listed, grammar, and formatting. AI cannot replace strategy. The most successful job seekers use AI strategically, not blindly. And now I have some bonus tips. I want to talk to you about just a quick recap of the smart way to use AI for your resume. Use AI to brainstorm accomplishment statements, to turn notes into polished bullet points, to suggest stronger wording, to identify missing keywords, and to improve readability. Do not use AI for these things. To invent accomplishments that never existed, to write your entire resume, to submit content without editing, to replace your personal brand, or to create a generic executive summary. People can tell all of those things, and it's off-putting. Gets you noticed for the wrong reasons. AI can absolutely make your job search easier, but only if you use it wisely. Remember these 3 things. Don't let AI tell your career story for you. Focus on specific accomplishments and measurable results. Always personalize and strategically tailor your resume. The professionals who land the best opportunities are not the ones who let AI do all the work. They're the ones who combine technology with authenticity and strategy. If you want to learn how to create a resume that stands out in today's competitive market, download our Smart Job Seekers Guide in the description below. And if you found this video helpful, be sure to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who may be unknowingly sabotaging their resume with AI. We'll see you in the next video.